Hello everyone, this is Gruesome Herzog.
And Little Gru, and today we're reviewing The Prodigy, a 2019 film. A mother concerned about her young son's disturbing behavior thinks something supernatural may be affecting him.
Directed by McCarthy and Jeff Buhler. Here's the cast. Taylor Schilling as Sarah Blume. Jackson Robert Scott as Miles Blume. Peter Mooney as John Blume. Colm Feore as Arthur Jacobson. And the cast goes on. Alright, Little Gru. This is in a line of a couple movies that we've watched. We watched Us, The Prodigy, and just recently we watched Polaroid, which we're going to be getting into movies very shortly. Now, Prodigy, any film that has a creepy kid in it, it always gets my attention. Wow. You talk about a cute kid, but also an evil, twisted kid with this evil spirit that's inside of him, which you don't know that when you first started watching it. Well, you've seen the clip of that guy, whatever, cut that girl's hand off, and then he was born right at that moment when he got shot, him being born when he was being killed.
Just like a reborn theory where you get reborn.
This guy had his two different color eyes, and now this young man, Miles, has two different color eyes. You know, it starts off him being born, and then of course it gets to the age of 8, and then that's when all the shit hits the fan. This movie is very clever in a lot of ways. I guess, like I said before, when you're watching a movie with a creepy kid, it seems to draw you into the film more because you're anxious to see what's going to happen here.
I find this movie, like you said, pretty creepy because, like, the kid, when he first started, was like extremely smart, and then he goes from extremely smart to too smart to the point it starts to get creepy. And then I remember one scene where I knew everything was going to start turning was when the spider was crawling up the window and the kid grabbed it and squeezed it in his hand.
Or even that scene in the school where he told this kid that he wants to be her partner in the science, whatever it is, and he said no, and then he went and got a fucking gigantic wrench.
A pipe wrench, and started beating the kid.
Hitting him with it. Now, at that point, I don't know about you, but if that would actually happen in schools, what would happen to that kid?
I'm pretty sure he would have been put in juvie or something like that.
They're certainly not going to say, yes, your son hit a student with a wrench. So why'd you do it? You know, it's like
an automatic. It went from that scene and it skipped all the way to when the kid was at the therapist.
Yeah, well, that's the whole point. Yeah, so she goes to him. She says, "So, what made you do that?" "I'm being abused." "By who?" And he wouldn't say. And what is the first person who gets blamed for abusing their child?
The dad.
Of course.
Because the dad's dad was abusive towards him.
So, that's a gimme. That's, and then the dog goes missing.
Oh, yeah.
And the dog was killed by this boy. Very good movie. It's an awesome movie. Shot very well. The storyline was pretty cool. But there's a lot of creepy shit in here. This kid does. We mentioned about the dog. We mentioned about, what's that one scene to where, the best part of this movie is when the mother realizes, how about the doctor scene, the psychiatrist scene? Where typical, all I gotta do is tell them that you made me suck your dick, because I guess it's more of a thing to where they're trying to get this guy out of him.
Yeah.
And a point of the movie is we didn't know exactly if Miles was still in there or is it just a guy. But then you eventually find out that his mother asked him, "So when did Miles go?" He goes, "Do you remember when I said, will you love me no matter what I do?"
That was a creepy scene too. When they were he crawled in the bed and they were laying and Miles reaches his hand over and asks his mom if he'd still love him no matter what. That was creepy.
It was creepy, and I think the mother was uncomfortable with it. Ending this film is kind of a twist, where to back up the story, there was one survivor from when this guy was killing these people. So he's now in Miles. So the mother thinks, well, let me go get this girl, and maybe, if this guy kills this girl, she'll get her son back.
Yeah.
It didn't quite work that way. And then the ending, of course, what happens? She has a gun, and she's about ready to shoot her own son. And then you got this hillbilly guy that wants to be a hero, and he shoots the mother, kills her.
And then Miles goes into...
You're safe now, son.
Yeah, and then
Miles is like, yeah,
she
you're not
tried to
safe.
shoot me.
Yeah, she tried to kill me. I mean, it's a brilliant movie.
Yeah, and then he goes into the... I thought it was going to be one of those movies where there's no happy ending. Because usually in every horror movie we watch, there's always got to be something to restart the movie all over again.
Yeah. So basically, I don't quite remember who he's staying with. I don't remember.
It was just some foster home till his dad got out of the coma.
Oh yeah, his dad, yes. Oh yeah, that scene to where his dad's in the car and he's driving. He's going to take him to basically a nut
mental
house.
hospital.
Yeah, a nut house to make sure that he doesn't hurt anybody. And you can see that Miles is getting all pissed off in his face.
And then the dad started crying, but I thought they were going to wreck the car because the dad was crying. So it was either he was going to get wrecked the car, but Miles brought out a knife out of his pants or something, just stabbed his dad.
While he's driving.
I was wondering where the knife came from anyway.
I don't know.
It's just like he had it in his pocket and he just pulls it out and just stabs the guy in the
But it's creepy to see a kid do that. I guess that's the whole moral of the story, the Prodigy. I mean, it's a well put together film. I like this film. I mean, it really did.
Even just looking at the movie poster, it's pretty creepy because Miles is smirking, and then if you look on the mom's shoulder, the mom has hands on her shoulder.
Yeah, and you can watch this on Prime Video for just $4.99. I'm sure you can find the movies to watch, but you can buy it on YouTube. I know you buy it for like $8 on YouTube. That's pretty cool. Or Google Play. You can find it anywhere, but that's what we did. So I don't know. I just think this movie's cool as shit. I liked it. I mean, of course, every movie. This is a higher budget film, of course. So you had some interesting storylines going.
When Miles was born, you remember the scene when the guy got shot because the cops ran in his house, or he ran outside and he was holding something behind his back, and the guy got shot, and he had what he was holding behind his back was the hand from the lady.
Yeah.
But when the guy got shot, there was 3 bullet holes, and then when Miles was born, there was 3 bloody spots on his
that
chest.
was weird, and that's basically what it. I guess that's like a
signal to form that guy is going into Miles.
Yeah, I've never seen a movie like this before. When this storyline, it's fresh. I mean, I liked it, and to see this kid grow up, and he's so cute as a button, but he's evil in the same sense.
Yeah.
But and he has those eyes, the different color eyes.
Oh yeah, and another scene too I wanted to talk about was the babysitter. You remember the babysitter and Miles are playing hide and seek?
Oh yeah.
And she said, you hear Miles, she's like, she counted and Miles is still sitting there, and she's like, you need more time, and Miles put on that evil smirk and shook his head yes, and then he ran.
I know.
And then she started walking down the steps, I don't know about you, but when I walk down the steps to look at the steps, I'm walking down.
When a camera pans at her feet coming down the steps, you know she's going to step on
something. It's either going to be a nail or...
Oh God, I went to... Oh no. Great film. I liked it. So, what do you give it?
I gave it 8 out of 10.
I agree. I mean, this is a well put together. Definitely check it out. It might be on the Red Box. I'm not quite sure. But folks, if you listen to the review, if you like our show, if you like our take on films, this is definitely one to watch. It's Prodigy, The Prodigy, 2019. And again, you can catch it on Prime Video right now for $4.99 to rent. There you go, folks. This is Gruesome Herzog.
And Little Gru, and we're out.
Woo!